Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Jim. Today, I'm doing a video review for the 2010 film Justice League Crisis on Two Earths. This year I'm going to be going back and revisiting some of my favorite DC animated movies while we wait for some of the new ones to come out. So this movie is basically about a good version of Lex Luthor from a parallel Earth comes to the Justice League's dimension for help to fight their evil counterparts. Directed by Sam Liu, Lauren Montgomery, and written by Dwayne McDuffie, Jerry Siegel, and Joe Shuster. And they're, like some posthumous credits there. William Baldwin is the voice of Batman. Mark Harmon, Superman. Gina Torres, Superwoman, Chris Noth, Lex Luthor, James Wood is Owlman, and probably one of my favorite characters in this thing. Brian Bloom is Ultraman, Josh Keaton, The Flash, Vanessa Marshall is Wonder Woman, Bruce Davison, who's been in a lot of stuff, plays the President, and Jonathan Adams, John Jones. There's so many more actors I could go through voicing so many characters, because that's one thing that this movie is definitely very, very deep in, and that is in that parallel Earth. I don't know that it's referred to as Earth 2. I did write down Earth 2 because that's what I'm familiar with it being. So we have Lex Luthor is actually good on that Earth, and the kind of doppelgangers, if you will, of the Justice League are known as the Crime Syndicate, and it's basically, run by them. The planet is run by them. Deathstroke is the president. He's not Deathstroke, but Slade Wilson is the president, and they've kind of struck a relationship sort of deal to keep everyone safe, is to just kind of like let the crime syndicate do their thing. Um, I remember as a kid in the 70s and 80s reading Justice League books and Justice Society of America books, comic books, and the whole premise of Earth 2 just always intrigued me. I loved watching alternate versions or evil versions of characters, and the tweaks with the costume colors, a little bit darker. The stories tended to be a little bit more gritty. This is no exception to that. This is a PG-13 movie, and it's definitely has some undertones of some adult themes in it, with adult relations and things like that. Um, but another reason I wanted to revisit this Crisis on Earth, on Two Earths, is because we are the only animated DC films, I believe, that are going to be like their main releases this year are the Crisis on Infinite Earths. Part 1 has already come out, and then there's 2 more parts, and then that's kind of the end of the old animation stuff. And then the new James Gunn directed Creature Commandos will come out, and then it'll all be kind of continuity driven animation going forward. But yeah, this is really deep in with characters in the alternate dimension. So Lex Luthor uh, figures out how to universe hop and pops into the Earth Prime, convinces our Justice League, like I'm in Earth Prime. Apparently, I just designated myself Earth Prime, Jim, and they all go because it's their moral obligation to help people in need, even though Batman doesn't think it's their fights, which is, in character. Uh, all the costume and animation is really good. I didn't like Batman's look in particular. Very minor detail. He also had under his cowl 2 lines drawn in to, I guess, give his face dimension, but it, to me, made him look like he had an old man face. Uh, Probably because I have those as well. But other than that, it's really a good eye candy, fun uh, movie to watch, and the pace is very good. It starts right out, and it keeps going. There is some behind the scenes shenanigans going on with a couple characters who have a subplot, and um, when they become exposed, their plan, some of the people that you wouldn't expect to be all of a sudden turning good realize that if they don't help, if they don't team up, so to speak, with the good guys, then, you know, big devastation can happen. And I won't spoil that, but we have people that you wouldn't, you know, unlikely allies, they say. And the really good thing about this movie is just, again, I keep talking about the parallel between the characters, but if you like to see like a little bit edgier version of like Superman, so to speak, or any of those other characters that just have like an edge, just a tweak, like there's Superwoman in the crime syndicate, and she would be kind of the equal to Wonder Woman, I suppose, or the female version of Superman, which would be Supergirl. But anyways, there's a point. This is a spoiler. She like breaks Batman's ribs with her thumb. She just kind of just goes, and they do a really good job of having it so quiet in that scene. You can hear the cracking of the bone, and you can see Batman just go, ah! And so it's just neat seeing like that they would take pleasure in doing something like that, and it's a fun story. If you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth a watch. It's 1 hour and 15 minutes, so it's not like super long. I watched it right on HBO Max. They have all of these available now. I'm wondering what may happen in the future, so I'm trying to, like I said, cram in a bunch of movies. Hopefully they won't disappear. I haven't really made a decision if I'll renew my HBO Max or whatever, just Max streaming service subscription when it runs out or not. But let me know in the comments down below if there's a particular animated DC movie you'd like me to take a look at. Other than that, have a great day. Thanks for tuning in.
Row 18, plot 20.